Killing Machine.
Lying here, this is how everything ends. No more for these kings of men. This is how.
So thanks for joining us again on what is now episode 5 of the Crazy Killing Machine role-playing game. I want to say extravaganza, but I think at this point we could probably say borderline mediocre experiment. We're doing okay. But we're having such a good time doing it. We're hoping you're enjoying watching us as well. Hope you enjoyed the last episode, which was about an hour long. We're actually playing straight on from that right now. So we're going to pick up exactly where we left off, where we have all just boarded the Skyborn ship, gone on below. Taunus has eaten a really horrible meal, and we're going to bed. So, Steve, take it away.
Cool. So yeah, you all wake up in the morning. As you've all slept, you all get to recover all of your strain, which is good for you, Taunus, and you also get to all recover 1 damage. I don't know what kind of damage you guys are all on from any fights or anything like that, but you
I had 1 damage.
Yeah,
So-
I just went from 2 to 1.
So yeah, obviously be aware of that, because obviously at some point you might want to do some medicine checks and stuff like that just to try and heal some of that rather than using up your like med packs later on.
That's what Ollie's here for.
Healer Ollie. So yeah, you all wake up in the morning and a dinosaur creature comes into your room and he beckons for you guys to come aboard. He's like, Vasa wants to see you all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, go with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your name, pal?
Tharb.
I think that's a fake name.
Yeah, he
Stop
really
asking stupid
thought
questions.
about his name.
Stop
Yeah,
asking questions. Stop
I'd like
asking.
to,
Did you just say stop asking questions?
I
Right.
didn't say it. He said that. He doesn't like people knowing what his name is.
Farb, you're my new best mate, Farb.
Never
I'd
speak
like
to him
to-
again.
Make this canon that everyone also at this point finds out that Clixel sleeps butt nude.
Fuck's sake.
Just like completely stark naked. So I'm like, and I got like really stretchy, like under like
wait.
long johns space. I got like alien space boy long johns that I've got to get on in the morning. So
You're going really specific on these. I
thought
think
you
you
were
thought about
Right.
it too
but
long.
Steve was like, come up with some more backstory, some details. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah.
I thought you were going to say you had really stretchy alien space balls.
That I do as well. That's
Excellent. Episode 5, we've started talking about bollocks. Excellent.
yeah. You guys haven't found out about that yet, but you will do.
Okay. So you've all gone up on the deck and you see Vasa stood leaning over a desk. Her attention is completely on a map sprawled across it. Strangely, though, you see that she has raised her eye patch, and beneath you see a faint red glow. She spots you looking and quickly lowers her eye patch. Good morning, lovelies. I hope you're all well rested. Now tell me, where is it you are all heading? What is your quest? We are heading north, which I presume is also your destination, since there's not north-south but death.
Yeah, I have quite a headache. You have good ale over this ship, I must say.
I'm going to be super kind to her because I'm starting to like her. So I'll say, look, I don't really have a quest. I just wanted to say, I think from everything that happened yesterday, we're just super appreciative that you picked us up, so we didn't. We didn't die in a shitty tavern. So yeah, I think our quest is to stick with you guys for a little while. Well, it's certainly my quest.
So she smiles and says, "All right, nerd."
I push her off the boat. No, I learned some information that I've got to get on her good side and be useful to her. So I'm trying to butter her up and I'm using knowledge to my power. I'm playing my character, Steve. It's fucking
Yeah.
D&D 101, Steve.
She's playing her character. This is not D&D.
She called me a nerd. Genesis
Yeah.
101.
Look, she clearly has the hots for Zaya, not you, Hyan. Step
Exactly.
down.
He's the one that rolled 3 successes. You back off.
Mhm.
So she's like, You guys don't have better places to be. You don't.
I'm
You're
trying to
happy
get.
sticking around with us?
I'm trying to get away from my better place for a while.
Yeah.
Everyone I know is dead. And I don't know how to get back home. So I'm basically little sad orphan alien boy. I just start crying at this point.
I'm going to ask if she knows where the witch that can grow legs is.
Exactly like that.
Like, what the word? Like a little bit like hungover, I guess.
You're gonna go full.
So-
Wait. What does a hungover pebble sound like, Ollie? Good impression. Nice.
Yeah.
It was literally just a groan. Like I didn't say any words.
All I've got in my head is with you trying to grow legs. Is that scene out of Deadpool 2. When he's like, when he's cutting off, and he's got his little baby legs.
So actually,
Looking at Tornus, you're really quiet this morning.
sorry. Just obviously what Ollie said. Vassar actually has a response. She knows exactly where the witch is, and she pointed. No. So she's like, oh,
She's behind door number 1.
So Vassar's like, oh, I don't know about a witch, but that sounds like the kind of stuff that my grandfather was into. He experimented with the old amber.
Oh, okay. I don't know what to say to that.
Where's he at?
Yeah, where's your granddad then?
Oh, he's dead. But this is his map, so that's a thing.
So we know that it's
Eat the map.
I
Absorb its power.
So yeah, I say, hey, big guy, you seems really quiet this morning.
I'm still thinking because she asked if there's no better place to be for us.
Stop.
So you're still thinking if there is a better place.
Yes, because yesterday she said that she can't drop us because they have to fly to another place. So how can we be at another place when you can't drop us?
Very philosophical of you, big lad.
I said that we were heading north, and I could drop you off anywhere on the way.
Yeah. I don't think you want to drop off Tornus. He will make a big hole in the ground.
Obviously, we would land first. You
Okay.
funny little goblin, you.
To be honest, I have nothing in my mind where I want to go now. I will just stick with these other guys here. For now,
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah, the first part was really relevant. You say you have nothing in your mind. That sounds right.
Can I ask Vassar where does she know a place on the way where we can stop off and stock up our arsenal, or get supplies and get weapons and things like that?
So she looks and she's like, well, for where we're going, we'll be needing to pick up a few items anyway. So I've got an idea in mind as to where we're going to stop in order to pick some of that up. I don't know what you guys need, but these guys that we'll be seeing have always helped me out when I've needed specific items for specific scenarios.
I need boom boom sticks of all shapes and sizes. The more, the better. Picture me like that. What is the? You know that Pirates of the Caribbean scene where Jack Sparrow's pulling out all these guns, and he's got one in his shoe and one of his just everywhere you can think of. That's basically where I want to be at by the end of this series.
She's like, yeah, I think we can hook you up.
Nice.
So I'm getting the vibe from you lot then that you kind of want to come along for this quest.
Oh yeah, I told you yesterday. I just don't remember because, man, that brew. That's
Yeah, we got
great.
that good stuff.
Need a bit of bread to soak it up.
I need bread.
So Vasa, she says, okay, so it's a bit of a tragic tale, but you see, my grandfather, obviously one of the famous Corvuses, he went missing a few years ago, and no one heard from him, and then out of nowhere, I got word that he had died, and next thing I know, I received this map and also a key.
Wait, if you never heard from him, how do you know that? Like, if anyone ever heard from him, how they know that he died?
Well, I hadn't heard from him, and then I got word that he had died. And I had
Oh,
also received a map and a key.
oh,
But nobody.
Also, way to shit on Pebblesaurus's dreams. You just said that your grandfather could fix his legs and then told him he died.
I said it was the kind of thing my grandfather would do. Hey,
yeah.
my
Sorry,
dreams. My grandfather died.
She
Sorry,
say
Peb.
that she say that her grandfather was really into witches, so maybe he likes witches.
Maybe he likes witches. So my
Oh,
grandfather,
Yeah.
Corvus, sent me this map, and she lifts the map so that you can all see it.
It's a nice map.
Yeah, it's nice. What do you all think of the map?
Looks like a boat.
Can I have the map, please?
I think you can now see it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's okay.
It's a standard treasure map. The mountains are on fire. Is that where we've been?
No. No. So this is actually like outside of the story. This is based on a map that's actually in the Keyforge book. So these are all locations actually in the book. So obviously made into a treasure map. So she shows you this map. Actually, I don't know if I can draw on it, which is annoying.
Let's see if I can draw on it.
No, Carl. Last time you draw on a map.
I think you just draw on you have your own version of it. So on this map, she points.
My map's disappeared.
You should be able to find it in your journal now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so she lifts up the map and she says, "So my grandfather Corax, he was a bit of an odd fellow. It's horrible for me to say it, but it's probably better off that he died.
Whoa!
So he had this dream of some revenge against a particular group of people, if you call them that. And in order to enact that revenge, he started stockpiling as much amber as he could, so that he could use that amber to do some kind of spell or enchantment. I assume whatever you ambermancers do, I don't know. Probably grow some legs for a pebble, for all I know. And yeah, so he was hoarding all this together, and he hid it in a secret location. And he told me about this story all the time, about this place, and that one day he would finally get revenge. And unfortunately, obviously, well, or fortunately for certain people, he died before he could do that.
Do you know? Do you know which kind of people? Who are those people that you talk about?
You can do a coercion check. It's something she doesn't feel comfortable talking about.
Man, she doesn't make it easy. Okay.
Tallest dragon.
Success.
So she goes, so the people that she is against he was acting revenge on are the Saurians, the Saurian Republic. In particular, a outpost nearby our home, where my mother was sacrificed by their people, and he wants to enact revenge on them.
Oh.
And you can see she's getting a bit upset now because that's her grandfather and her mother that's died, that she told you about.
Yeah, he did. You know, I don't want to sound bad, but it doesn't look like that you have a really lucky story. So I'm thinking not really to follow you much.
That's the problem with having a name such as ours. We've got such a reputation that people are always coming after our family.
I lean across to Pebblesaurus and sort of, do we keep it quiet that you're actually a Saurian?
Yeah, I remember that night.
I remember that night. That's how she was sacrificed. It was actually Pebblesaurus just went straight through her.
Yeah, he was also he was the one you used to kill. He was part of the rock that smashed the head in.
He's been everywhere. He destroyed your ship. He
Wiped out the dinosaurs,
wiped out
killed
the
this poor
dinosaurs.
girl's mum.
So Vassar was like, obviously he hoarded all this amber and he created this map. And with this map, we'll now be able to go find the amber and actually use it for something other than genocide.
Yeah, I'm up for it. I mean, when you say amber, all in.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll all get your own fair share. Obviously, I'll get the lion's share because I am Vassar Corvus.
So the Saurians tend to be quite a formidable bunch. I can only assume you've got quite a lot of firepower in this ship.
We won't be fighting the Saurians. It was my grandfather who wanted revenge. I understand the circumstances of her death and why it was necessary.
Cool.
So who are your enemies?
So what? What were the circumstances of her death?
You can do a coercion check.
Basically, she just said, "Yeah, my mum was killed, but she deserved it." Hang on, I've got to open my character sheet. This is the first time I rolled anything. Coercion check, which is going to be in my... What is going on? Where is it?
Social.
Yeah, I can't find the bleeding abilities. There it is.
Skills?
Yeah, skills. I can't find the skills bit. There we go. Social skills, coercion.
Failure. But you did get a couple of a couple of threats.
Oh. She's not happy with me.
So she clams up a little bit. She doesn't want to talk about why her mother was killed. And she's now a little bit on edge, so you're going to have a bit of a disadvantage on further social checks. So she shows you the map and she points
I just want to say, sorry, I rolled 3 threat dice on that.
Oh yeah, it should have only been 2. Oh, you might get the success. Okay, reroll.
It's my fault. Sorry, everybody. All the way to the top, all the way to the bottom.
Oh, you get the successes. Wait, oh no, you haven't got any.
No,
Okay,
now you
difficulty.
didn't roll any.
What the?
Put your 2 difficulty in. It's just rolling dice. It's easy.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. So, no, I tell you what it is. It's because I've got everything up and running and recording. It went down to -1. -1 difficulty. No, that's not right. Right, now it's at 2 difficulty. And I want coercion.
Okay, so you got success.
There
That's
we
a
go.
real one now.
It's a
Okay,
real
so
success.
she. How do I explain this? So, my mother was unfortunate enough to come across a demon from the Dis, and she had her soul taken. As is Saurian custom, once a body has lost its soul, it is past and it is dead. We have no need for that body. So the Saurians sacrificed her in order to prevent any further spread.
Was that soul taken or was it snatched?
It was
I absorbed it.
it was snatched.
Yeah.
As she said that, Xia with the sight that is actually from this origin, and he still souls, so he's just trying to put away the side behind, like try to hide it. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, so she's like, so now you know that I can tell you more of what Korax's plan was. His plan was to use the amber he had hoarded in order to summon a Dis army and march it against the Saurian outpost that sacrificed our mother, to show them the way, that their way is the wrong way, and that my mother still should live.
Oh, that's dark. Raising the dead.
So she's like, so knowing all of that, obviously I don't want to raise a Dis army, and she like nervously laughs.
Wink.
But obviously all that amber is just sat there wasting. So if we could, my plan is to get that amber, use some of it myself, sell the rest of it, and pay my crew. And you guys will be entitled to your own fair share.
Yeah.
Cool, sounds good.
Yeah, you all in?
I'm all in. Hyan's got very, very interested in the prospect of being able to raise a Dis army.
So she shows you the map. So if you want to zoom into it, and you can see, obviously we've got like the big lake of water in the middle, where like on the like the actual peak of it. So on the far right, where it like she points to that area there, and she says, "And this, obviously using my map, this is where we are going."
And where are we currently?
Way to the south off of this map. We are heading north towards this area. We'll pass over the burning mountains.
Which ones are they?
What's in the burning mountains?
Fire.
Is that
how inventive of you, Steve.
Yep. No one can actually survive in the burning mountains. No one that I know, anyway. So we'll be flying straight over them, and hopefully.
So we're totally not going to get attacked by anything in there and be stuck in a big mountain fire.
I sure hope not, because this boat's made out of wood, and wood don't like fire.
Go random.
And what's that city next to the place you're talking about?
The city on the island?
Yeah,
That is called Bone Island.
Bone Island.
Yeah, I've never been there myself, but it doesn't sound like a friendly place to be going.
I think we should go to Bone Island.
I don't.
Where are we stopping off with these goodies then? Where are we getting our arsenal?
So there is a place on the way.
Is this on the map or off the map?
It will be, well, so it's not marked on the map because obviously my grandfather only highlighted the important areas. The important thing to know is that this map is directing us towards a key. I already have the first key. With the second key, we'll know where to find the third one. And with the third key, we'll have enough to find the vault and to open it. It's not
okay, so we're not going directly to the vault.
No, we are heading towards getting the second. We have the first key already. We're getting the second key.
Okay.
And then she like looks at you and she goes, "Breaking the fourth wall. These are not vault keys and those kind of keys, because we're not using amber keys." Okay.
Just regular old keys.
Yeah, they're not the vault tour ones.
Exactly. They're not the ones you get at vault tours.
They're the ones you get primes.
However, I do now realise that I've just come up with 3 keys and then a vault.
Yeah.
Maybe it is Keyforge. What?
Creative writing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just you
All
wait.
right. What are we waiting for? Let's go get some keys.
Cool. So you're all on board. They start. She starts. Well, so the boat's flying across. You've got some time. Obviously, this is going to be one of those situations where time is going to skip quite far forward. So, what are you guys going to be doing on the boat during this time? Is the idea?
I'm going back. I'm going back back below deck to have a look at some of these other rooms.
Yeah.
I want to see the burning mountains.
You want to see? Well, when we get to them, it's called the Everfire. She actually tells you, not the Burning Mountains.
It's like a Foo Fighters song. That's Everfire.
So I'll let you know when we're passing over those. So at the moment, yeah. So obviously, Carl, you want to look below deck.
Mhm.
Does anyone else want to go with him?
I want to.
I'll join you.
Yeah, I guess I'll go. I'll have a wander around as well.
I'll write.
Okay.
I actually, sometimes the voices. I actually want to ask her a bit more about her grandfather.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm really interested about your grandfather story. Myself, I have kind of interest in Ember, and Embermancy. No.
I see. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, he was one of the most powerful ambermancers to ever exist. I'm surprised you haven't heard of him.
What was his name? Sorry.
Corax Corvus. My family is a long line of ambermancers. However, my generation was skipped. I do not have the ability.
Yeah,
Womp
yeah. I know the feeling. Yeah, I might have heard of him, to be honest. But okay, what can you tell me a bit more about him? Like, I know his name now.
So yeah, he used to use his powers for good. He was part of the Saurian Republic. Obviously, looking at me, but he traveled around different groups and assisted with healing and assisting with fighting off the Dis in order to keep different locations safe. That was his biggest part. And when my mother came of age, she went along with him on some of his expeditions. And together they performed many feats until obviously the day where my mother was caught unawares and fell victim to the Dis that they were there to repel.
Yeah.
And now
So
after that,
he
he went
used
mental.
used Ambermancy for good.
Yes.
Okay.
Until obviously that day, and something broke in him, and now and after that, everything quickly went downhill, and he spiraled out of control.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, sorry. I know it must be very, very hurtful to talk about these things for you, but I'm always interested in Ambermancy, and I hope we can fulfill his destiny, or help you fulfill his destiny.
It's where Hyan turns around and goes, nerd.
I mean, you've also just told her that you want to help summon
Raise
a
a disarmy.
And she's like, that ain't what I want. Remember, wink. No. Okay.
Yeah, of course I say like just to kind of like saying yeah, whatever. I'll try to get as much amber as possible from this.
Cool. So yeah, Carl, and the rest of you that wanted to go down, we will now move back down to the ship's quarters. So, do you want to just do a general look around, or is anything in, like?
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm gonna
there's
go
a room
try
to the right.
try that door to the room on the right. Yeah.
Yep. So you start obviously walking down the corridor, and you can see everything ahead of you. Open up. Dink.
There's lots of doors.
You can see here.
Well, I think they are all rooms where they sleep, so I imagine there are more.
Yeah, so a few of them were open, and you can kind of already see into those, like so.
Is there anyone in any of these rooms? Like,
probably the ones that are closed. You don't know for sure, but obviously if they're open, all the open ones are empty.
Cool.
but there are a few that are still closed.
Should we knock on some doors?
As you walk towards this room, you see Cornan walk past you. So he's come from the left. So if you see, can I draw?
Yep.
Yeah, this here.
Yep.
This is a door to another deck below. So you see Cornan, and this is obviously these are the steps that you've come down.
Yep.
Okay, so you've come down these steps, and you see you pass Cornan, and he's walking past, and he's got a giant bucket in one arm, which absolutely reeks. And he's got a big, massive scratch, well, like a gash all the way up his left arm that's carrying this bucket, and he's just walking past quite fast past you, trying not to look at you as he walks towards the steps up onto the main deck.
So I'm going to slow him down and say, "Hey, Cornan, what's in the bucket?"
He like looks at it and he's a bit disgusted, and he looks at you and he's just like, "Shit."
Actual shit.
Yeah.
Who or what's shit?
You have to do a coercion check for that.
Can I do
you're
a
asking the
disgusting check? Because I think it's like
Can I do a smell check to see if I can recognize what it is based on smell?
no.
Yeah,
that
could
is
you do a knowledge of creature shit for me, please?
I don't think he has.
I have a knowledge of intelligence check,
but,
Okay, yeah, you can do
but
that.
I don't have a knowledge of creature shit.
Yeah,
Yeah?
intelligence.
What
knowledge, you can do that.
difficulty?
3.
Sorry, let's do it. Use this Martian nose for some good. Oh, it doesn't work. Yeah.
You stick your nose too close and you've just got shit all over your nose now.
I just look at Ian. I'm just like, what are you laughing at? It's like,
So yeah, you don't know what kind of shit this is.
there's Corvin.
That's the smell. I'm just going to ask him. I mean, you tried to smell it. I'm just going to ask him what sort of shit it is.
I cast a coercion check. You can see he's looking a bit nervous.
Probably because the Martian just stuck his face in a pile of shit.
He just looks at you and he just says, "You know me. I always get all the shit jobs," and he tries to walk away.
Fair enough.
So he's come out of that door, has he?
Yep.
All right.
I'm just gonna ignore the door. Let's just move on. I don't want to. Who wants to go in a door where a guy's just rushed out with a pile of shit? Like, I know. Like, normally I'd be like, yeah, let's go in the shit room. But I'm gonna say no this time. I want to knock on that door on the left that we can't see. Like, just give it a real big knock.
Yeah, you knock and the door opens, and stood in front of you is the cook.
Oh shit!
I've walked away. So I turn around and walk back towards the shit door. So this is a better option.
I mean, they're both shit doors at this point.
So she just stood there like towering over you and was just like, "What you want?"
Nothing. You just chill. Yeah, I just back out the room. I'm just like, sorry, wrong door.
Yeah, she just slams the door shut.
Cool. On to the next.
You're just gonna keep knocking on the doors?
Yeah. I'm gonna knock on the one on the right.
No one answers.
All right, let's kick it open. No. Is there a gap underneath the door, like
Yes,
like enough to squeeze Pebblesaurus in?
not to squeeze him through, but you could see through.
All right, I'm gonna squat and have a little peek.
Okay. Do a perception check for me.
What difficulty?
2.
I've just realised as well on my my clothes that I'm wearing, I should have 1 less setback dice on any perception checks and stealth checks and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, you have to keep track of it. So
Total nothing.
yeah, so you look in and you can kind of see, like it's obviously just like a room the same as the others. You can't really see anyone in there, but you can see like piles of giant clothing just piled up on the floor, like obviously worn and discarded.
Fair enough. Yeah, Hyan, what do you want to do? Should we keep knocking, or do you want to break in this room, or do you want to have a little peek?
I'm nowhere near them doors. I've stayed at the back. I've stayed at the other door.
Are you gonna peek in the shit door?
I'm gonna arrive from the stairs, so I'm gonna turn on the corridor, and I see the Martian just knocking on all the doors and try to sneak under, and I'm like, hey, crazy guy, come here. It's like,
What's up?
this is the only place that they accepted us as friends, and you are making a mess.
I just want to see what's going on. Just want to,
Just keep it cool.
I'll be honest with you. I don't fully trust this dino lady. She's got a deep past, but she seems very chipper.
None of this bad stuff's happened to her, though, has it? I suppose.
I mean, her granddad died and went crazy and then died. Her mom died. She's then on a journey to find her treasure.
I've got some news to break to you. That's sort of how it happens. That's sort of how it works.
If we don't find out that this guy's alive and he has disarming, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Disappointed.
Yeah. I'm at this point where I'm like, yeah, I want to fight a necromancer, and I just want to kill things. Anyway, I'm just gonna completely ignore Zar, and I'm gonna move on to the next door on the right. I'm knock on that one.
As you knock on the door just swings open. Again, it is empty.
Right, see, we're learning valuable information here. and then that last door right at the end. I assume that's a door at the end of the corridor.
Yep, there's another door at the end. That one has that one's a closed door. And yeah, it looks like a more ornate door than the rest.
Okay, so that's obviously Vass's door.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna mess with that.
Do you want to look around any of the rooms? I'll prompt you a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go in the
just
one.
open the doors.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go in the one with the. I'm gonna go in the right one, second from Vass's.
So the one with the red carpet.
Yeah.
Cool. So you go in there. Again, you can see this time that there's loads of like giant clothing. Well, it looks like it's fit for a Saurian in this one.
Mm-hmm.
And some various different belongings on the side. Little carved stones are on there as well. If you want to have more of a look around and like a dig, you'll have to do a check though.
Yeah, I'll do a check.
Cool. Yeah. So if you want to do a 2 difficulty perception check, you will fail at misery, and you find absolutely nothing.
Cool. Cool.
Time to go in the shit room.
Yeah, I think it's time to go in the shit room. I feel like everyone being silent and me just checking through rooms is like not interesting. So let's go in the shit room and get this done with.
Especially when you biff it that hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Look around, nothing. I don't see anything. I guess I'll check the other one. Nah, nothing in here.
I suppose you've got 2 advantages. By the advantages, I'll say that you're getting a sense that some of the stuff doesn't belong in this room.
Cool. All right, shit room.
I mean, you're not coming back and telling us that there's something that don't belong in that room for somebody else to go and look.
Yeah, no, I'll come and meet Zara and Hyan, and I'll be like, I think there's some, there's potentially some fishy stuff going on, and we should probably have a little sneak around. But you guys, don't really seem that interested. So
I mean, the only fishy things that's going on, and that I smell fishy, it's your face.
Yeah, that's because I have shit on my face still. I haven't wiped it off yet. This entire time I've got shit on my face.
Can I smell something, guys?
Yeah. I'm gonna take. I assume is Pulposaurus been sleeping on my pocket?
No.
No. Okay. Where is Pulposaurus?
I'm still up top with Tornus.
I was gonna use him to wipe my face, but
nice. So now that Hyan knows that room's totally empty, he's probably more inclined to go towards it and go and have a look around.
So in the meantime, Tornus and Pebblesauce that are upstairs. What's happening with them?
I was waiting to see the Everfire, but after all this time, I guess like 15 minutes or so, I can't see the Everfire, so I will try to find the other guys.
Cool. So you walk towards the stairs, and as you're walking down them, you get passed by Cornan, and you can see he's got his little shit bucket in his hand. And you can see he looks a bit afraid, and yeah, and you can see obviously the cut up his arm as well. It's pretty fresh.
Okay.
So yes, now you're down with everyone else. Pebble-saurus, what are you guys doing? What are you doing?
I'm going to offer this kid some medical stuff, medicine.
Yeah, you're gonna go over to him and have a word with him.
Yeah.
So yeah, what are you gonna say to him? Because obviously you can't just start bandaging.
One's your arm, or where did you get cut? One's your cut. What happened? Yeah, that's
So yeah, you'll have to do a coercion check
Yeah,
because
that's fine.
it's something he doesn't want to talk about.
Just throw bandages at him.
So please.
coercion, yeah.
Use your little rock tongue.
Is it 2 difficulty?
Yep, 2 difficulty. Yeah, so he's like,
We're flubbing hard today.
it's just one of the many jobs I have to do on this ship. It's dangerous work, but someone has to do it.
Cool. I just straight up leave him and just have nothing to do with him anymore.
I mean, you could offer him medicine. You don't just have to ask him what's up.
Nope, he wasn't going to talk, so I just left.
Cool. So you see him walk over to the side of the ship, and he just throws the shit overboard.
We'll never know what it is.
We'll never know what it was unless you had a sample on someone's nose.
Ooh. Oh. Hey, come and sniff this. Come on, come sniff this. Tell me what you think it is. I'm being serious. Sniff my face.
No.
It can't be any worse than what you ate yesterday.
You know, these beds are too small for me, and I can't go down to your face without serious pain in my back.
I'll climb to you. I'll climb up to you.
Nah.
No.
Nah.
I'm not in the mood for this right now.
guys, don't talk about shit like this. I mean, we can just go to the door and just go and try to see for ourselves.
All right, let's go. I'm down.
So first thing, obviously, Hyan wanted to go check out that room. So if you want to do a perception check for me, Carl.
Yeah.
2 difficulty.
It makes it 1 difficulty because I get to remove a dice. Because of my lupine, what do you call it?
Lupin, Lupine. Yeah.
Yeah. So make it 1 for a perception check.
Still gonna
Yeah, he's gonna
Still
fail.
fails.
Oh,
Cool. So while looking through the room, you obviously see the same stuff that Clixel did with the like big piece of soy and clothing. But also, when you start like digging deeper into it, you find some smaller pieces of clothing, like human clothing, which obviously no one on the boat that you've seen so far would be wearing. It's far too small for them. You also find like little little knickknacks which would belong to a human rather than to a saurian.
Sort of knickknacks? What, just general?
General like
stuff?
stuff that you would have with you. Nothing of value.
Yeah.
Just like maybe.
So there's basically a human on this ship
wallet
somewhere.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
like armbands or a necklace stuff.
So I'm
like
gonna
that.
I'm gonna totally decide to keep that information to myself for now.
Okay. So the rest of you wanted to go towards the door.
Mhm.
Yep.
You find that the door is locked.
I would like to unlock the door.
You will need a key.
I would like to take the hinges off of the door.
Okay, you can use a Well, how are you going to take the hinges off? Are you going to shoot it, or are you going to?
I want to use my mechanics. Can I use a mechanic? Can I use a mechanics check of some sort to like?
You got a toolkit, didn't you?
Yeah, I have a tool.
Yeah.
You can use a toolkit to undo
You want to
the
take
door
the
and
hinges off the door?
Is that would that use my toolkit? Is it a reoccurring?
No, it's a reusable thing.
Cool.
Just take a moment to think about.
You're gonna take the hinges off the door. Can I just ask the last time? If you say yes, you take the hinges off the door. Are we really going to take the hinges off this door?
You remember last time we left
Broke into something.
Felix do something? We had to fight against Steve.
All right, I'm gonna ask everyone. What should I take the hinges off? Like, I'm very interested at this point. Like, I got some shit on my face, and this
Literally.
this dude has a cut on his arm. Like, I want to know what's behind this locked weird door.
I think since
We can put it right back
it's
on.
locked. No, I think since it's locked, we should either ask Cornan. What was his name?
Cornan.
Yeah. We should either ask Conan or Vaza about this.
All right, fair enough.
Really want to
Be a bit more political. It looks like that we last few encounters we had, they were not really political.
I'm gonna level with you guys. I'm not really very good at anything other than blowing stuff up. This is like what I do.
We need an ally. We need at least one ally in this world. Let's not piss these guys off too much.
You
Alright,
see,
where's
like,
Corey?
Corey stood behind you like, guys. So, Clixel, could you do a knowledge intelligence check? Just a easy one for me.
So that's
Yeah, you're gonna fail anyway, so.
Is that one difficulty?
One difficulty.
Oh my god!
Oh
Told you.
my god!
I mean,
Wow.
you failed, but with loads of advantages.
5 advantages, 1 fail.
So, a little voice in your head says, obviously, Cornan has just been out of this door, so he probably has the key.
Yes. I have a. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I have a voice in my head, and he just knows so much about what's going on, and like is often much more intelligent than me.
Yeah, so basically you have a voice in your head that tells you to follow what we said with our mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like I feel like I've just activated like the game hints. Video game. And it's like
And everyone panics because you said a voice called Steve, and they're like, "Oh, not him again!"
No, with a T. Hey, he also has a northern voice. It's really weird. It fucks with me. Are we like Tornus, yo? Can you, or actually, I guess one of you go get Corran. What's his name? Corran.
Conan.
Sometimes I don't know if you're doing this on purpose. So.
No, I'm being completely serious. This is why I prefer just not to know the names. It's easier. Also, all your names begin with C. There's Corvin.
Yeah,
Corey.
exactly. It's like,
I mean, Corey is K. Just so you know. Cornan is K.
oh,
Alright.
okay.
Yeah.
And Corvus is the last name. So
One
if
of
any of you know
you.
Latin, it's not my fault.
One of you go get the little boy. The little giant boy.
The little
bring him
boy
down.
is like twice your size.
Yes.
I'll go get.
Get me
I'll
some
go
little
get the key.
boys. I need to open this door.
I'll go get the key.
Okay. Or just bring him down, and then we can intimidate him down here if we can't deceive
No,
him.
it's fine. I think I have an understanding with him.
Sure.
So I'll go leave them downstairs.
Is anyone else going to help Zyra out, or is it just?
I don't want to talk to him again.
He doesn't like him.
I will come with him.
You come. You follow me, big guy.
No, you follow me.
You both just stand there. Still.
Okay, let's go upstairs.
I think at this point as well, Hyan's probably not going to want to stand with the alien, or the Martian, so he's probably going to follow you as well. He's going to realize that you two have walked off, like looks behind him and goes, "Nah, fuck this," and walks off with you.
Nice. It's me, the Pebble, and Corey again.
So we go towards Conan.
Okay, so you go up onto the deck, and you find actually that Cornan is already walking towards you because he's trying to come back down again.
Okay.
Up on the deck, you've got Vassa's still there. She's looking over a map, and again, you can see that she's got her eye patch raised while she's looking at it.
Yeah.
And up in the crow's nest, you can see unnamed dinosaur. And
Yep.
Yep.
Uh,
There's a
so
few other
we,
deckhands and
yeah,
stuff.
we're gonna just wait, and when Conan is at the range, I'm gonna just say, "Hey, Conan, just a quick question. You know that bucket that you throw overboard? I mean, what's on that? What's on that door?"
So you have to do a coercion check because again, he still doesn't want to talk about it. 2 difficulty.
Okay.
It's not gonna go well.
Nah, my coercion
Oh my
check
God.
always works.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good.
It's like we're not gonna have to kill him after all.
So Cornan looks at you and he grabs you and he pulls you down down the stairs with him. Obviously, he wants to get out of range of anyone else listening, and he's like, "Well, you see, this isn't obviously our first quest. We've just finished one, and we've obviously during that we've got a couple of assets that Vassal wants to sell when we get to the next stop, and let's just say they're still alive and not happy to be here."
Yeah, I mean, come on. Yeah. I mean, assets, you have scratches on your arm. Come on. Give us, come on.
So he just goes, "They're massive creatures with massive claws for arms," and he just
Okay.
Massive
bursts out
claws,
crying.
massive claws for arms, so they haven't actually got arms. They've just got
Just
massive
claws.
Ah!
Okay. Can we see them?
I mean, are you sure you want to go down there?
We can take care of this. Don't worry.
I mean, have you seen the size of this big guy? And he has a huge hammer.
I mean, look at the size of me. I'm a giant as well.
Yeah, but we take, we went through shit with
I'm a
that.
clan leader.
Yeah, with the Sanctum. We've seen shit.
Okay, but it's important that they're worth more alive. So,
No, we don't want to kill them. We just
Okay.
want to see them.
okay, so he walks over, and you got so many successes that he quite happily just pulls out his key and opens that door.
So before he goes downstairs, I walk past Cornan because I've got questions about Vasa with her lifting her eye patch up.
Yep.
And obviously I know about the human that might be on board as well. So I walk past, if they're going back down the stairs, I go and stand next to Vasa with the intention of talking to her about, or asking her about a couple of things.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll jump to that then. So, yeah, we'll jump upstairs to you talking to Vasa. So when you walk over to Vasa, she pulls her eye patch down straight away. You did again see that when she was looking out, there was like a red faint light coming out of her eye. And she turns to you and she's like, "Oh, did you want another look at the map?"
No, I wanted to ask you a little bit more about the people that you've got on the ship. What sort of people have you got on board? What sort of because everybody seems to be from a different background. We've obviously we've met the cook, and we've met some of the guys on board and some of the Saurians. But who else have you got on board? We've heard that there might be some cargo being shipped, that might be quite dangerous. But who else are we expected to bump into on board?
So she gets really nervous when she hears that you know about the cargo. And she's like, "Well, obviously, just my crew. I tend to pick the strongest because of the different situations that we get ourselves into. There does tend to be a lot of fighting. I must admit that should have been something I warned you guys about before you came on board. But that's why, obviously, mostly I have Saurians. They tend to flock to me because of my Saurian background, and they all join my crew. And then the Brobnar Giants, who obviously, they're no longer part of the Brobnar, they're now part of the Skyborn. They joined me because, again, they respected my strength. I don't know what you mean about cargo. Obviously, we've got the equipment that we need for the quest, but other than that, there shouldn't be anyone else on board. If you find a stowaway, let me know.
So yeah, I might I may have a little bit of information for you, but before I give it to you, I've got a couple of questions of my own.
Go on.
Can you tell me a little more about how you obviously you're looking at the map a little bit different to everybody else. What's the deal with the glow coming out of your eye patch? Is that something special that you're looking at the treasure map with?
Yeah, it's a coercion check for you, pal.
Oh,
Now.
She obviously doesn't want to show you. That's why she keeps on hiding it. But it's just a standard difficulty.
yeah, I think she's looking at the map and she can see something we can't see. That's what I'm getting at.
Poker in the eye.
Poker in the eye, did you say?
Shove the pebble.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe she has a pebble in her eye.
Ooh, success.
Well, a red
It's a
one.
success. So she goes, so you noticed her. And she shouts to all the other people on board and tells them to all turn away. And they all, everyone on the top deck now all face away from where you guys are stood. And she lifts up her eye patch and you see a glowing red stone. And before you can say anything, she taps herself on the back of the head and this stone pops out of her eye socket.
This
and
is
she
gross.
and she just nonchalantly just passes it to you, and she's like, "Take a look yourself."
Okay. Have I got any idea what it is, or?
It's literally a red stone. It's glowing slightly, and she prompts you towards the map. Obviously, the map's laid out in front of you.
So I hold it over the map and have a look at it over the map.
Yeah, you've just unlocked map number 2.
D&D, son.
Genesis.
Genesis, son.
So now, obviously, as you look through it, you look through the stone at the map, and it reveals that now you can see more of the location that you're going to. Obviously, the rest of you can't see this. Carl will have to share it with you if he wants to. But you can see on the map that you've got some kind of cave entrance on the far right of the lake, and then something either above ground or like around that area.
We can see it actually.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
you
we can see the
it,
map, but
your characters can't see it.
we don't.
Of course.
Like
Yeah.
the character
Sorry.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
and
like
just to save you
it's the
looking
same.
at
I
everything,
imagine.
That's the only thing outside.
I imagine the same thing for the eye. Like if we didn't get to know this information, we don't know that she actually has a fake eye,
Yeah, of
and
course.
that is
Yeah.
okay.
So what was that, like a little cave and what? Sorry, I can't really see it properly on.
There's a
map.
cave. It's just a cave, and looks like there's some kind of structure there.
Okay.
And she says, "Do you see it?"
Yeah, I think I can see what you're looking at.
Yeah. So she says to you, "So this is the way that the keys work. So obviously we need 3 keys in order to be able to get to my grandfather's vault. And when we look through each key, it will reveal a different area on this map. So this first key. So obviously, I was sent this this treasure map when my grandfather passed away. But my eye was given to me long before that, and it took me a while to realize that I could see this and others couldn't. But when I look at this map, obviously, I can see this location. No, and obviously, when I take my eye out, I can't see it. So that is how I know that this is where we need to go to find the second key. And then with that second key, hopefully we'll be able to look at this map again, and we'll find the next location. And she holds her hand out, asking for her eye back.
Yeah, I'll give her eye back.
And she pops it back in her eye, and she whistles to everyone so that they can turn around again.
And then I'll say, look, I'll hold up my end of the bargain. I appreciate you showing me that, and thank you for being so honest. But hopefully this is going to show that you can trust me. But are you expecting to have any humans on board?
Humans? No. Why?
Well, I don't know this for sure, but you may have.
What makes you think that? I was spying through your cabin and found
that little goblin told me that I don't know. There's just a feeling that I've got. I had a quite a. You asked me about my background earlier, and the reason that I was in the Glass Desert is because I've actually decided to leave the forest that I was living in, because there was a huge amount of humans that had come into the area, and I didn't necessarily trust them, and I just got that same feeling that there may be. I don't want to say maybe a human around, but there's certainly somebody that's got some human things that if you're not expecting there to be a human on board, there's something going on.
So basically, just to interrupt a second, quick. Basically, this is a live coercion done by Carl, which will be probably -10 to roll for, because it's like you were convincing, like.
Well, I'm not going to say that I went through an empty room and found some human shit. Am I?
It's going to be a negotiation check.
And I mean, I've sort of given you my backstory as well now, so she can't.
Yeah. She's. Can you add a bonus dice as well, please? Because of the backstory has kind of helped you out a little bit there.
Bonus dice.
Competition now.
And what, a negotiation check?
No,
Yeah, so 2 difficulty, negotiation check, but you add a bonus dice.
Where's negotiation?
no, I don't have negotiation checks. I mean, I
Oh,
don't
there it is. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so she's like, she's like, well, I was a bit nervous about telling you all this, but from what you've said about disliking humans, how about you follow me? And she starts walking below deck and gestures you to follow.
Yeah, I'm going.
So as she's coming downstairs, is Corran?
So Cornan's just
letting us-
they're pretty much at the top of the stairs, and Cornan is currently letting you in to this door.
Cool. Do we crush each other, or is it like a perfect timed where like we go in and close the door, and you guys they come down the stairs?
So you guys are going to hear them coming down the stairs. Now, what do you guys want to do?
Right. Well, I'm saying let's just go in.
All right, let's pause a second. Stefano? Can't hear you, mate.
Looks like his headset's died. No, we can't hear you if you're talking. Battery on his headset's died by the looks of it.
Okay, just as you hear Carl, Hyan and Vasa at the top of the stairs, obviously you guys are all stood in the doorway, and Cornan starts to panic a little bit, and that is a good place for us to end it, I believe. So when we pick it up again next time, we'll have to see how you guys want to handle this awkward situation of Vasa now coming to catch you guys, and we can hear you now. Yeah.
It's because basically it switched to the laptop microphone, but if you are in the same session, it doesn't switch automatically, so you need to re-log in.
Yeah, cool. We're gonna end it there anyway. It's been an hour, so I figured it was a good point to catch it. A little bit of a
it's good.
cliffhanger. Carl, you'll need to do a little bit of editing though.
Yeah, that's cool. No, that's fine. So, so we've got 2 things going on. We've obviously got one shady thing going on where you're going to go and find out what's been taking some massive, horrible dumps. And
that is on Finn's face.
That's still on my face. Yeah,
still a bit of shit on Clixel's nose.
Actually, Finn, I don't want to tell you what I'm gonna do in case if there are issues with the creatures. Yeah. But I can tell you that it is the same thing that you do with the dog, that you give the smell of something that they know to make them more calm.
So you're gonna get to smell Clixel's face.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll it. I'm gonna get a bucket of myself and like just pour it over me.
Well, this is definitely the time.
Naked.
Yeah, this is it.
I'm gonna strip down naked.
Bye, everyone.
And then,
See you next time.